Alright, this is the final part of the half hour of spending time with Sophie and getting her accustomed to having her feet picked up. Again, this horse has not had much exposure with humans in the sense other than just being fed by humans. So in some ways she's almost like a feral horse. And so what we're doing is getting her used to her legs getting handled, so eventually her feet can get trimmed. And what I've been doing is getting her accustomed to my arm wrapped around her front leg, and just picking up her leg above the knee, using my foot to move the leg around, because I'm still using my other arm to hold the lead in case she bolts or does something. I can then move away, pull her head towards me to make sure the back end is away from me. And I'm concerned about the lighting because it is actually darker than what the camera is indicating. So she seems okay with ropes around her feet, but she is a smart horse in the sense of making sure what she knows how to try to avoid being into situations that she does not want to be in.
It wasn't last whatever day it was. No, last yeah. That was weird. Okay, now what do I do?
So actually having a conversation with another person is actually beneficial to Sophie because it allows her just to relax, get accustomed to people around her. Because typically, if there's other people around when horses' feet are being trimmed, there's going to be conversations going on. Getting her accustomed to being, felt underneath her. Or get in stage of being able to pick up the back foot. So you can't see from the video. I'm actually still moving my arm, petting her, rubbing her. So this is, again, nice that the horse is getting accustomed to just stops. People stopping, not doing much. And again, she's been, since we worked with her moving away from pressure earlier, she is learning just to keep stepping away. So now we're going to do the different approach, where I'm just going to keep rubbing, petting until she actually stops, and then I'll move my hand away and pet somewhere else. Basically teaching her the difference between when we want her to move compared to just standing still. Now I'm trying to get the rope back behind her foot, so I can adjust, move the foot in different locations with just the rope, where I won't have to be down as close to her and possibly be in the kicking zone. So again, we just keep going back and forth, round and round. Where she stops, nobody knows. And because she is adept at constantly moving her feet, being, not getting into situations where she could be in a compromising position for her. I will, in a few moments, go to using the stick in the string. So again, these pauses will actually help her absorb what's been going on, learning just to relax. Because constant pressure, constantly moving, working with the horse, it will make your time go by faster, but the horse could be even more and more anxiety. And the idea of just stopping, talking, relaxing, if you have no one else around, just spending time just standing there, let absorb in what's been happening, let their emotion, sink into where she can actually start thinking again instead of being reactionary.
Some things have existed and then they disappeared. Yep. Or they were bad experiences.
So as this horse keeps moving back, again, I want my frame of reference with her to be at the same location. So I'm going to keep being off to her side. So here I am getting the stick. And I'm going to be actually rubbing underneath her behind the legs. So at one point will be coming up that the stick seems to, you'll see her jump. And that's actually the stick got in between her two legs, and then when she took a movement forward, she caught herself in the stick. It was a good experience for her to let her learn that any type of restriction could apply underneath her legs. And so what I'm doing now is getting this light rope in the stick, hold up the leg. She'll be kicking here and there, and the idea is we'll let it to go free, be soft again. And so I'm going to, like I did in the foreleg, I was doing stuff above the knee where she became more accepting, so that's what I'm going to be doing is moving the stick and string up higher up on her leg, closer to her hock instead of down at the pasture or fetlock. So you can see her leg is cocked and be more relaxed. And then in a few moments I've decided that don't quite have enough time to within the half hour to do enough with the back leg, so I'm going to go back to a front leg and go back to her just accepting the front leg again. So if you have a limited amount of time in a session, you're just going to do best you can to get to as far as you can within that session. But if you start running out of time, go back to something that the horse was comfortable with, so you do not leave on a stressful note. So, hope you learned enough and the steps to follow through.